Let's start. You go to this, right click, then you go to properties, look for remote desktop, click on it. Okay, mine is enabled, so we can close that. Next is add users. So we click on add user. Once we are there, click on add or remove user. That brings, so we say add user. For my case, so it brings this prompt. For my case, I'm going to type. So for my case, I've typed S username as S3C1. Password, I'll just make it 1. So when you're done, you click next. So let's add like 4 users. So now I'll pause the bit. I've finished to add users. So the next thing you're going to do is downloading RDPM wrap version 6, but I'll share the link. So I've downloaded mine. I've done everything. Let me try to, first thing is I need first install. Right click on install, right click, then run as administrator. Then we say yes. And does its things. Press any key, press. So let's try config. Yes. You're seeing here it's listening, but showing unsupported. So we are going to edit. What we are going to do to make this supported, we are going to edit this file here. I'll also share the link to it, RDPM wrap. So mine open, I edit. Okay. So to edit the file that I talked about, I'm just going to install Notepad++. Just make my work easy editing the file. Next, install. I could first close this, config, close it. That's finished. Okay. So I go to this PC, local disk, then I go to program files, look for RDP wrapper, then in it, this one is the file that I want to edit, so that is the edit with Notepad. So what I want, I go back to my flash, this, then that folder, then this is the file that's so. Now for you to download yours, mine I already downloaded, that's why I copy it, Control A, Control copy. So for you going to copy your downloaded file and you paste the contents into backspace into that installed file. Control V, Control Alt, Control V. Then we save. Says what? For the administrator, definitely I want to say yes. Yes. Then I can save my file. Okay, it has been saved. So I come back to config. Says that we say yes, and now we see fully supported. So we are almost there. So what we do, enable network, we can leave all the other things default, and we click let's leave everything default. We say okay. Let's try to run RD. Yes, check. We connect. Then I'm using, let's try S1. Password, remember, is 1. So it's saying currently signing remotely. You need the right to sign remote services by default members. I think you can see this message. Remote desktop group have its rights. So what we are going to do here, we are going to first add these people as our users want to allow them to use remote desktop. So I'm going to close up this. So now, based on the error that we received, so we are going to add users to remote. And okay, on our, go to this place, right click, go to properties, then back to remote here, click on remote, scroll down, says select user account, click on, so we click add what we want. Remember we had S3 C1. You can see that S3 C1, say okay. So we add that one. So we add another one, S3 C2. Okay. Add another one. It is S3 C3 now. But you can give it, I can give them any username. Okay. Then I'm using SS, that's for server, S3 and C4. So on this desktop, I'm going to connect I want to connect 4 thin clients on it. Okay, then I press OK. So once I could minimize this, come back to our file. Coming back to this file of ours, remember this file, the RDP wrapper that we extracted. Let's try to run it. Check, connect. I want 1. The password is 1. Connect now. Shows me number of connections to this computer and gives us this message. Try connect later or contact the system admin. So to disable this message, we are going to press OK. So we are in our edit. So we go to local machine, come to system, click on control code, current, we go to current, control set, click on control, scroll down and look for terminal server. This terminal server. Again, what you want to enable multiple RDP sessions. So we look for F single session, click on it, make it 0. We say okay. Then let me try to expand, resize it. Now we can see. Then you go to FD9 sessions also to 0. We say okay. So we can close. Let's try checking again. Oh God. So let's check in and see if we're able to connect. Come back to that file. Now we check. able to connect. Some people can do that and connect. Others will add something here. Still the same message. So what you're going to do, you're going to edit the group policy. You press Windows R. So there we're going to local group policy, local group policy edit. I paste that, then we say it's hope you can see it. gpage.msc. Click, then it brings it to local group policy. Try to magnify a bit, size it. So we go to administrative templates, then we go to window components. In window components, we look for remote. Remote desktop services. Then we look to desktop session host. Copy it together. So on desktop session host. Then we go to connections. Then here say limit number of connections. It's not configured. Okay. Restrict remote desktop sessions. Not configured. Okay. Now let's select remote controls. Also not configured. Okay. Select RDB, also not configured. Allow users to connect. Not configured. Okay. So let's restart our PC. So our guy is restarting. Let's give him some time. It has finished. Then let me log in. Let's open that folder. Test it and see. Go to config. Let's go to check. RDP check. Say yes. Then connect. That, then same one. I think we are good to go. It's taking some time. It's taking a lot of time, taking the whole month. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to first sign in this account. I just created the account, but I've not signed in it. Let me sign in it first. First create for me a Windows setup for me, my desktop for this account. Then I'll go back there and test it using RDP wrap. So this one I'm setting up the account. Let me just accept. Okay, then I want to sign here. Come back. Go to server 3. Hope you can see that. server 3 signing. Kaboom. We can close, click on check, we say yes, connect, server 1, click on S3, server 3, client 1, and we have successful. So we can add multiple users. So now, which means all our 4 users can now connect. So next thing, once we're going to do, we are going to give this PC, right? I'm using Windows 10 Pro. Where about this PC? Yeah, I'm using Windows 10 Pro 2022 build. Okay, so since we have done, so what we are going to do, let's test for another user account and see. What I prefer is I first come here, though my system times takes time. So come here, go to, let's try server 2, client 1, set up. My system takes the whole month to load that, so in other words, a bit slow. But once I go directly in Windows, first log into it, it's a bit faster. So if you can see it has finished, we are in. Hope we can see this. We are in S3, server S3, client 2. So let's try to log into it, check here and see. Go back to server 3, the main account, log in, server 3. Okay, after that, check. We say yes. So we connect. We're trying on server 2. Set the password to 1 and load. So we have increased the number of users who can connect to our remote desktop. So one more thing to do is assigning the server an IP address. Go to network settings, then network settings, go to Ethernet, then change adapter settings, change adapter settings, brings Ethernet, right click, properties. So here I'm giving it you go to version, IP version 4, properties. I tell it to use the following. So the one I'm giving it is 192.168. Now 168. This is 1. Since I'm just giving it that, but you can give it any IP address that you want. Subnet comes by itself. Default gateway, I'm giving it 1, making it 192.168. That is 1.1. Hope you can see that these ones I can input 8.8.8.8. Server here 1.1.1. And I press OK, and we So we are going to go to the clients. Okay, yeah, that's my switch over there. So now I'm on the client. The client, we go to settings. This one has no password, so I just click OK. Okay, but let me say 1. Okay, so let me switch to one that does not have a password. Now, this is the second client. So in our client, if you can, the client that we have, so I'm going to go to settings, then I click OK. Now we edit this IP address, edit it. Remember our host is, it's now, our host we have given it connect name, it's now S3 C1, say capital please, C1 plus being seen. Now the username here is caps S3 C1 plus in the password definitely. Let me pass over here and we see password is 1, the port is that, then we say save. So we go to network 2, so I can give it any IP address but mine I'm using 3.1, doing 3.1 route. I can leave it to that, then let's press save. Okay, we go back, login, sorry, go to click on that. Yes, so we have enabled multiple users in our remote desktop, and here we go. Thanks for your time and for your patience. If there's anything I've missed, and that's how the client looks like, hope you can see. Thank you. So maybe if you're still having any issues, you can come back here, config, click on config, that's a yes, then you say single user network full access. Okay, and your thing will work very well. Thanks for your time.